Hip hop was good, man. I'm excited. It is 2022. The DagogetaTv is still here, bringing you that dope original content. I'm your guy, Deme D, Mr. Everywhere, You Never There, man. And this is another extension to the channel. You know, like I said, it's 2022. I'm always bringing you fresh shit. This is the latest show to the channel. This is What We Roc, indie designer show, which is usually apparel. But I had to make an exception for this particular guest. This brand, this product is so dope. Something I'm heavily involved in as well. And I just wanted to shed the light, man. So, you know, we're gonna make an exception. It's still designer, so, you know, it's just not apparel like I mentioned already. But, man, we're gonna introduce my guy, man, Kenny, one half of the designers of So What's the Scenario hip hop card game, man. This is one of the dopest shit out right here, man. So my guy, what's good with you, my guy?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on and making the exception. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Yeah, man. Like I said, even though this is something I'm part of as well, as I already hosted a game. We taped it. I've been promoting it. I've been supporting it. And you've been supporting me.
Definitely. Appreciate
so,
it.
But
too.
just the idea itself, I just feel like it's dope and important to the culture. So I want to start, man. Because even when I have the designers on here for the apparel, I feel like that's a step out of the box. Come with your own gear, even though a lot of people do it. But to really do more than t-shirts and the regular shit, that's why I kind of have them on here.
Yeah.
But this is really out the box. So how did you even get to thinking about starting a game, man, a card game? Pretty much all about hip hop.
I'll take you back to the beginning. Like you said, one half of the creation of it. Shout out to my boy Strife.
It's good.
He had the idea years ago to have rapper cards with basically like Pokemon or those type of cards where it would be the rapper's face and a list of criteria. So stats, attributes,
Gotcha.
But it would be rap attributes, you know, like a baseball card, basketball card.
Like the Marvel shit back in the
exactly,
day too.
Exactly. They had their little
my
stats.
comic heads.
Exactly. So when he had that idea, it sparked my interest because I'm a former MC. We strike for both MCs, so former MCs or whatever you want. You never be really a former MC.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't active.
Not active.
So so being that, now I could come up and create my own rating system, basically. And I can determine what I feel like a rapper is and what makes a rapper in general for all rappers. And so the ego part of me was like, oh, I can do that. So I did it, and we had the idea for a card, and we were gonna just run with that. But I was thinking, you know, maybe a year later or so that
it wasn't a game yet.
No, it wasn't a game yet. It was just the idea of a
Gotcha.
rapper card with ratings and their picture on it, like the Marvel
That's
stuff.
dope too, man.
You know, so he had that idea. So I started thinking about it and developing the rating system. And about a year later, we were thinking, I was thinking that, how would this sell? How are we gonna monetize this? This has nostalgia, you know, but it's not enough for mass market to sell.
It's tough to draw a crowd in.
Who cares about, you know, if the card doesn't have any use? It has no functionality. So then I was like, oh, well, to make money, come up with a game. So then that's where you got, you know, the white deck and dice. Now I create a game around it. I give this some type of utility, and now you can battle people. And now you can use the card to debate a scenario. So that's where the game came.
Yeah, before you give them the concept.
Yeah.
So the name of the game is called
So What's the Scenario? Yeah.
And how did y'all, because it's a product, it's something y'all investing your time, your energy into, you know, your thoughts. How did y'all decide the title, man? Because it's still two people to get on one page, it's already tough, I already know that. So
Yeah. The title. Originally it was called This. When I first thought about it, because I was thinking about the game Risk, just one word, because the premise was to battle. It was to use these dice and use the rating system to have different rappers battle. Just imagine, you know, classic battles you never seen or that you wanted to happen, you know, those type of things. So, but once we added the scenario part of the game where you have to ask questions and decide which rapper you feel is the best, naturally we led to naming it a scenario card.
Gotcha.
So it's a scenario. Tribe Called Quest. Shout out to Tribe Called Quest.
So that was like the last part of as far as the functionality of the game?
What, the scenario part? Yeah. Initially it was just about rappers battling.
Okay.
But to sustain a long game, all right, let's add some cool cards that you can do stuff, different things with the with the card, not just battle.
Gotcha. Which was smart, like you said, add more functionality to it, more usage. But before we move on, man, we kind of skip. I want to let the people know where you're from, though, man. You got let them know that you could come from anywhere, spark any idea, and just put it into fruition.
Okay, I'm originally from DC, Maryland, that area. Moved to New York for college, and now I'm currently based in Jersey.
Okay.
So my boy Strife, he's originally from Queens, and he got VA ties as well. So.
Okay, yeah, I knew somebody was from either Queens or Brooklyn. Okay. Shout out to Strife again, man.
Yeah.
So, again, like I said, this is something that is not done often. Coming up with a game and then having it revolve around hip hop. What was the first step as far as cause I wouldn't even know where to start as far as starting an actual, card game. What was the first step?
Just looking up online where you can find out anything. So the first step was making a prototype, which is okay. Let's leading to learning how to make. You got to learn how to make a prototype, and that's software.
This is what I'm saying.
That's software. So I had to look up a software that someone created already that makes it easy to mass produce or print out cards. So you set up a template, and you can enter in the different scenarios. You can enter in different rapper names. And at first, I didn't actually rate the rappers yet, so I just random numbered it. So then I printed that out of just the cards, and that's how you start. Yeah.
Dope.
Take the idea, put it into the computer, print it out, and now it's in your hand.
So how long did it take to have a finished product after you decided this is what we're gonna do, we're going for it? How long would you say?
Finished product?
Have something that you held in your hand.
Well, initial prototype, it took about 2 years, only because I had to rate the rappers actually.
And you have a wide selection too.
So there's 90 rappers in the game. So we going in and we're treating it seriously. This is hip hop. So if I'm going to come out with something that has my name on it,
right,
our name on it, I want the numbers to be legit. So I got to go and listen to all of these MCs' catalogs. We have to go and so that was the initial bulk of time, is just figuring out. That took maybe 6 months just to
research.
Initially was 52. So just listening to music, giving them all the rate, creating a rating system, and rating the MCs was the longest part. And that's intellectual property. Actually getting a prototype, that's simple.
So that's
and design as well, not just
because it's not like you just have a regular box. You have a design.
So that too.
So, so we might as well just get to the functionality of the game. How do you play the game?
Okay.
How does one win?
Okay. All right. So.
But before we do that, though, I want to ask, because some rappers didn't make it.
Yeah.
So what was the decision on just pretty much who's been most impactful, who you feel is most skillful?
Try to make it a mix, because you don't want, when you're playing a game, you don't want all great MCs, because not all. So it's part battle, part scenario. So you want scenarios where you got interesting people that you're picking.
Sure.
They're not always going to be the best MCs, but they're going to be interesting. You got your let me not name it.
Yeah.
Let me not do that. But yeah, so you can't have all great MCs, but you also, when you're battling, you want to have some diversity. You want to have some people that you think might not be as nice actually win. You want to have some situations where, you got two greats, or it's different things.
Different scenarios, so you need different kind of MCs to make it
exactly
plausible. So that's dope, right?
Yeah.
So again, break it down from how was the game played. How many people is the limited people playing?
Yeah, so it's 4 to 8 players. You need at least 4 people to play because
At least 4.
at least 4.
Okay.
Just to make it interesting. You could probably play with 3, but 4 is ideal because you want to be able to have enough people to battle. You want to be able to have enough scenario cards that you pick through. So let me explain that. So the deck is basically broken down into a black deck, which is rapper cards, and you have this white deck, which is it's comprised of several different type of power-up cards or what have you, but the main important card is a scenario card. So this is the deck that the 4 people would play with. Everybody's around, and we'll play out of this deck. So you can just pick a scenario. So you're driving with friends to a party. One friend decides to steal the aux cord. Who would be the most likely buzzkill? So let's say the 3 other people, the 3 other people playing with you, gave you those. You read this to them. They gave you those cards. Now you get to decide which one would be the most likely buzzkill.
Niggas know how I feel about this nigga. He can rap, but he's this motherfucker sleepy as they come. Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, okay. So
he make that library music.
All right. So then the person who has Lupe is upset now because you didn't pick their card. No, sorry.
No, they won.
They won.
They won.
They're hyped. So whoever the other 2 are, those guys may be upset or whatever. So whoever gave you the Lupe card would then get this scenario, which is worth 2 points.
Okay.
Right.
Just collect that.
You collect those throughout the game. Most of the white cards have points related to them, so that's how you collect the points at the end. That's the main how you win is the most points that you get is at the end of the game is the winner. So that the scenario portion is one aspect of it, but then of course, like I said, we got the battles. So let's say you got Jadakiss. Pick a decent battle. And I got Killer Cam.
Killer.
Right? You throw the cards down. Now we got
2 dice too.
Yeah, so let me explain this part. So on the rapper cards, you got 6 what we call sliders. These are the categories or attributes or what have you. They are flow, delivery, rhyme, content, style, and catalog. So that's what we're battling based on, those particular sliders for every MC in the culture. And so then the dice also have those same sliders on them. So then each of us will roll for 3 rounds and we will compare the scores on the rapper cards. Whoever has the highest wins that round, so on and so forth.
All right, so let's see.
Let's go.
See. Kids hold me down, man. Kids hold me down.
So I got Cameron's Rhyme, which is an 82.
And I got Kids Catalog, which is an 87.
87. All right.
Kids killing them all summer last year versus, and so what's the scenario? All that.
Yeah. So round 1. So then we do another round 2.
Hold me down, Kids.
Let's see what.
I'm taking flow too. I gotta be taking flow.
Yeah. So I got Cameron's Content, which is a 79.
Got 83 with the flow.
Okay. So then Jadakiss will win that.
Okay.
Best out of 3. You won 2. So each player starts with. And I know this is a lot to explain. I hope I hope you getting it. I mean, you played it before, so
yeah. Once you play it, you know how games.
So let me ask you that. When I initially explained it to you, I know I'm in the middle of explaining it, but when I initially explained it to you, were you getting it? Were you understanding it, or did it take you playing it for you to be like, okay, it started to click?
A little bit of both. It was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I need to just get I think maybe more so the battling part.
Yeah.
But as far as the concept of answering the scenario, I think that should be.
That was pretty smooth,
yeah,
right?
I think that should be real smooth.
Cool. All right, well, back to this. So you start out with 3 rappers at the beginning of the game. If you won the battle and I lost, I lose a rapper. I lose 3 battles, I'm basically knocked out the game. Sorta. I can still play, but I can't participate in everything. So that's one of the things about the game that gets people amped up, because you can kind of knock people out depending on the rappers that you have in your hand. So that's pretty much a basic understanding of it. Is 1, the scenarios. We go around, we hype, we debate, we talk about that, you pick your winners, and then the battles where you can kind of get some get back. on if you lose a scenario. Each of these things you can gain and lose points. There's other interesting cards in the game, you know, crown card, ether card, a couple other like power ups, but that's the meat of the game right there.
Yeah, to give it, so pretty much adding up the points.
Yeah.
And it's more so, it's not a, what I like about the game is not about being knowledgeable too. You gotta definitely let the people know that it's not about being knowledgeable, it's not about being a rap fan or a rap addict. It's also, it's user friendly.
Definitely.
So naturally to hip hop heads, it's gonna be maybe a little more fun because you know there's a lot more to debate about or talk about. But you can also be casual with it, user friendly, because like you said, it's pretty much a scenario.
Yeah.
I guess if you don't know every rapper, you might not know what scenario they may fit in.
Yeah, but it's so random, and also it's about the person it's about the user. It's about,
that's what I mean.
It's about each individual.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose, whatever you like, whatever you don't like, if you are reading the scenario, you get to pick. And if we're battling, it's not about what you know, it's about what's in your hands.
It's about what's in your hands. So that's why I think that's dope that it's user friendly as well.
It puts people onto the culture. People who aren't familiar with certain artists.
Check that artist
people,
out.
People who aren't familiar with too much hip hop music. Now you're winning, and now you're like, oh, let me check this guy's music out. Let me check, this person's music out. So music discovery is also a part of it.
So this is definitely a great contribution to the culture. So I want to get to the most important part though. Where can they get these dope games, this dope product, and how much is the cost?
SoWhatGames.com. All you gotta do is look at the bottom of the box. SoWhatGames.com. 25 plus shipping. SoWhatGames.com is where you get it.
All right, people. So
also, if you use code Deme D,
yeah, you gotta tell them about that.
DEMED. Use code Deme D, you get free shipping.
Listen, man, support. Listen, and it's a good product as well. I know a lot of people scream out support, and they have maybe half-assed products or they're not consistent, but as you can see, this is a consistent product. There's plenty to go around. We're trying to make this expand, trying to get it to a store near you, a game night near you, friends near you, all that near you. Again, this is the Go Get It TV. I'm your guy, Deme D. This is where hip hop lives, man. You already know. Subscribe, share, hit that like button, man. Shout out to Kenny and Strife. You already know.
Appreciate it, bro.
Good. Good stuff. All right.